running a little bit behind. Let's see. I have to make sure everything is straight over here. Basically getting myself straight. It is hot. Well, humid. Not as hot as it is humid. Yes, still drinking coffee. We have a lot to talk about today. Not just about growing foods, but it is, but it isn't. Kind of all goes together, hand in hand. Alrighty. Just gonna wait and see who's gonna be popping in, who we got in here today. Oh. Hey, I made it. Probably a couple minutes late, but that's all right. I'm here. So, as the thumbnail showed, I have not been doing so well. Yeah, there's quite a bit of things I want to talk about today. Of course, number one for me is never giving up. Gosh, it's hot. And never giving up could relate to just about anything. Never giving up on day-to-day life. Everything. Literally everything. Can't give up on growing your food right now. Can't afford that most of the time. Can't give up on getting up every morning. You can't give up on other people. Oh, hey, Starduster. Yeah, it's all about not giving up. And I'll tell you, there's been some days where not even wanting to get out of bed has been an issue. I'm in so much pain. It's not even funny, but I keep going. All right. Hey, Gigi. Welcome. But yeah, pain has been a real issue for me. It's not just my spine. I do have neurologic issues. One is a hypermobility syndrome. Another one is a neurologic problem. And 2 types of scoliosis. Not one, not lucky me. No, I got 2. I have rotary scoliosis and the standard twisted scoliosis. Degenerative disc, degenerative joints, osteoarthritis, you name it, it's in my body. So, but I wanted people to learn is just because you're not doing well, you're not feeling well, you got a migraine, which I've had migraines my whole life since I was born. Thank God for Botox has been helping. I get 12 shots every few months. Here, I mean, all down into my neck and into the upper part of my back. So that helps control that. But what if something happens and I can't get those anymore? Kind of a HTF, what is it? Let's just say it shit hits the fan. We don't know what's going to happen. Because we already know there's some poo-poo on the fans already. I don't normally address this type of situation. Y'all know I don't. I don't normally address this whole situation with things hitting the fan. But a lot of people need to open their eyes and see what's really going on out there. They're wearing it's like they can't see it. I don't understand why, but it's not my point to point out to other people. I'll just tell them what I know and I move forward. I'm not gonna dwell on it. I'm just gonna keep doing me and mine, take care of my husband, take care of myself. Because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of him. And I need to be able to keep my eyes on him. because I love him. And he's my baby. But I want to make for sure that we have food that I'm growing right back there. And over at my other friend's house, we're growing there too, which is shared between us. Oh, hey, my Renaissance grandma. Welcome to the chat room. But yeah, I just wanted y'all to know that, I almost didn't go live today. I thought about not doing it because I was just yesterday in so much pain. Last night I was running a low-grade fever, which is about almost 100. And that comes with the inflammation that I get and kind of what other stuff that I'm growing too that helps with that. So I'm not just growing food, I'm growing medicine. Natural, God-given, nature provides medications. Doing my best with that. Got my moringa growing. And my echinacea, ginkgo biloba. My ginkgo biloba trees are finally about yay big, so yay. I've got two. I grew them from seeds from the trees that I found over in the Walmart parking lot. They're in their landscape. I can't believe they had ginkgo biloba fruits. Those stinky, disgusting things just laying all over the place. Brings the house with. Yes, yeah. There's a lot of wild herbs that work great for inflammation. Because I'm telling you, without some of these herbs, I wouldn't be functioning. I really would not. I mean, this is right now. I'm under control, but I'm hurting. So, and when my back went out, was it a week ago? That pop. And when I felt that pop, I think that it may have herniated a disc, honestly. I think that one disc that was bulging actually ruptured. But I still can't go see a doctor until about next month, no. Yeah, July. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting, so I need to get in and see my doctors while I still can and see what else I can get done. One other thing I haven't spoke to any of y'all about. I did have open lung surgery it was August 11th of 2020. And I mean, open lung surgery, like rip you open, tear you out, bust your ribs, broken ribs. It's been a lot. And having a neurologic condition mixed in with having open lung surgery has damaged the nerves all around my rib cage. Literally from here, because this rib was broke right here, and it goes all the way around. I know y'all don't know if y'all can see it, but there's my scar, and it goes all the way around under my shoulder blade. Okay? That actually hurt. I have a lot of damage in there, and it really affects how I move my arms. So the whole point of this is sharing this with you, letting you know, just because you suffer physically, don't suffer in here. Keep this clear as much as possible. It's vital that you keep your head straight. Because if you don't, you're going to fail. And there is no time for failure. Right now, there's just no time for failure. It's not allowed to fail. I am not allowed to fail. Yes, it's a lot of pressure on myself, but I'm trying not to think of it that way. I love going in my garden. As you can see right now, that thing's in full-blown sunlight, and it's hot. So, I've got a few other things. So now we're going to start talking about the garden itself. I don't know, but I think I'm going to switch over to just, hold on. I want to take this off of Wi-Fi and put it just on mobile on my actual device because I want to make for sure y'all just bear with me a moment. I'm taking Wi-Fi off in certain areas. At least using it this way, I know that growing Y'all remember the box I showed y'all last week, right? My cool little grow box that I made. Let me flip y'all around so you can see. All right, if the camera wants it's supposed to. Here we go. All right, we have absolute success going on in here. All right, let me see if I can get my shadows out of the way so I can see. There's a reflection. There we go. All right, look right down in here. That's all coriander, cilantro, basically. And I dropped a whole lot more of sweet peas. So there's one right there. There's another one there. A whole bunch of dill is coming up. This is the mammoth dill. Now, this dill here is that store-bought that I showed y'all last week. The organic dill seed. Yeah. This is my alpine strawberries that I started from seeds late winter. And then I lost those and turned around and had to do some more. So always keep extra seeds on hand because you never know. Looks like the celery is finally starting to bounce back. But yeah, my borage is just starting to pick back up from the shock from last week. I didn't realize how slow growing that is. But anyways, yeah, I'm growing. My melons are popping off. They're doing really good. So many different varieties. I wish I had labeled everything properly. I didn't. So I'll be as surprised as the rest of you guys on what I'm going to have. The candy cane peppers have been prolific this year. God, they are amazing. Can you see those cute little candy cane peppers? Man, they are good. And let's see, there's the one back here. It's coming up. They're getting tall. And I'm getting caught up in some chicken wire I have over here. And let's see. Oh yeah, let me get down in here. Look at that bell pepper. She's pretty. That's a nice bell. But yeah, everything's nice and tall. Butternut squash is coming up really, really beautiful. Got one at the bottom that's starting to turn that pretty fleshy color, so it's getting ready. And those little white butterflies, man, me and them, we've been fighting. Everything looks kind of saggy right now because of the heat. You see those bad little culprits looking for places to lay those eggs? I'll fix them. Crazy ass girls. All right, on to the next project. This is going to be the new area for this entire fencing area. We're going to bring it out from the edge of the greenhouse, from right to this edge, because I need a bigger walkway because everything is just getting so big. And I'm going to be changing all this next year anyways. But for now, I need to bring it out. And I was thinking about coming out to about where this roll is right now. And all this is getting filled in with wood chips. So over time, it will break down and turn into good soil. So I'll just keep turning it into a compost. But yeah, all of this is just, it's overgrown. I've got so much and not enough space. So we purchased a 150-foot roll of chicken wire. Lowe's has it for, it's $112, not including tax, so it was about $124, so that's around 86 cents a foot. Not bad compared to everything else. We're also going to be using another section of that, which we already cut off, to redo the whole side for the dog's yard. Here, this whole area is getting redo because it just looks like trash to me. But anyways, this is what I started yesterday with a headache. this is the whole top. We're gonna go with this irregular pattern on the bamboo. As you can see, I'm doing just some slip knot ties, which holds this bar into place, which keeps all of these in their positions where I want them. Go away, bee. This bee keeps bugging me. It's like a mud dauber or something, one of those black ones. But yeah, as long as we're not going under 4 foot, and that's going to replace for these little munchkins, because everything we've done out here has just been temporary, and it's disgusting. I hate it. So what we're going to be doing is pulling all of this all down. Let me show you why I hate it. It looks like garbage. Absolute garbage. So right now it's in the process, because dogs dig. Miniature schnauzers, oh my god, do they dig. So we're going to be replacing some areas down and underneath with concrete, because these little turds. Starlet, come here, babe. Are you a good girl? You are. You're my baby. Yes, you are. That's my star, Starlet Flame, and this is her husband. That is Taurus Moon. Say Starlet Flame Moon, and actually his full name is the Spirit of Taurus Moon. That's his pedigree name. And these two will eventually be making babies. Yes, you will. Yes, but this is why. You see what they're doing? They dig everywhere along the fence, trying to get to me and Daddy. So they can't get to me and Daddy, so they're going crazy. But those are all blocks and bricks and all kinds of stuff down in there. So we're just going to pour concrete. A whole stripe of deep concrete. That'll take care of that. New wire, of course. And the new bamboo panels, which we are making ourselves, because I grow bamboo. Well, bamboo grows naturally here. It's invasive as all get up. But, so we're going from 4'2" to 4'9" at the most. So it has that zigzaggies to it. But the bottom is going to have holes drilled through, and then wire is going to go straight through the whole thing. I'm going to do the same thing in the middle, so that it's wired and roped into place with the chicken wire on the back side of it, because I just want to make sure they're not getting out. Okay, now we're going to head back over to this section. What was I going to show you? So yeah, that was the dogs. Okay, now let's move over here to this issue. I've shown you before this particular pot, this grow pot. I do not like the soil, nor do I like the situation. This is a lemon boy tomato. Okay, look at how pathetic that looks. So I'm gonna pop this off live. Cute little tomato. So we'll get to try it. I'll let it sit for a day or two in the window. But this is getting transplanted. It cannot stay there. Let's see. Yeah. Finally got me some zucchini. There's some growing out right in there. I am still getting the red Russian kale, still harvesting from these, even though they bolt. Those tender leaves are still delicious, and they make a great salad, or even a, let me put this thing in my pocket. I don't want to lose it. Watch me sit on it. Tomatoes in your butt. No, can't believe I just said that. Anyways, everything's doing really well. Oh, let's go over here to these tomatoes. There, just bunches and bunches of beautiful tomatoes. Yeah, just dumped some more soil in there. I gotta spread it around. My atomic orange corn is coming up. We have our first little tassels coming in. Oops, sorry about that. See, everything's coming up nice. If everything would just bloom at the right time, you know what I mean? The husk and the tassels up top, everything has to come together so that they can cross-pollinate each other. If the timing is not right, some will not get pollinated. So I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. I might take some of the pollen from ones that are prematurely coming out, like this one here, and put some of this in a little baggie. And then as soon as I see more tassels, just start sprinkling some on those tassels, because if not, they're not getting pollinated. So we've got to be careful when you're growing corn. You got to make sure that your top parts of your corn, your upper portions of the tassels where the pollen is, gets down to the little husk, or you won't get corn to grow. They'll just be little nubs and just fall off. So yeah, every day that I come out here, I am making for sure I'm keeping an eye on everything. I've got little melons coming up. I mean, everywhere I look, I see either a male flower or a little fruit one. Here's a little fruit one down here. It's a little one, but the spines here are full of them. And I just spotted something. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Is that the one that I killed already? Yes, it is. I killed that one already. See, soapy water does the trick. Yep, just a little bit of dish liquid inside a spray bottle with some water. Hit them, kills them, squash beetles dead. My husband came over here earlier, and he's like, "What's this? Do you need me to pull it up?" I'm like, "If you touch that, me and you are gonna fight." I said, "I planted that. That's my mulberry." One of them anyways. But that's finally taken off this year. It's looking good. It's about, I don't know, what'd you say, about 4.5 feet tall? No, 5 maybe. Yeah, about 5 foot. So, not bad. Okay, now, the reason why I planted a lot more peas is because I am not getting enough. Because I'd never grown these before, these Alaskan peas. And I didn't know how delicious they were. The dogs absolutely love them. I love them. My husband loves them. The grandbabies love them. So I just literally started putting seeds everywhere. There's more down in here too. Those should be popping up any time now. Of course, more melons, more tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes. I didn't plant those. This was a compost over here last year. But I'm thinking about just pulling these up. I've already got a ton of cherry tomatoes. I don't need any more, and I don't want them destroying my sweet corn. Sweet corn's looking good, but I need to pull this whole tomato system up. Anybody want a tomato system that lives nearby? Y'all can have it. Just come get it. Anyone who lives around Gloucester, Virginia, you want a free tomato plant, I'll give it to you. If not, it's going in compost for, the other bin. For super juice, stanky juice, fertilizer. All right, let's focus in on another item that I'm very pleased with. Grapes. I have 3 varieties over here. This variety, I do not know what it is because I took this where my daughter used to live. In their backyard, there were grapes growing out there. And so I took them. But they have this pink undertone. So I'm not sure what they are. We'll find out this year. It's the first year they've actually done anything. So I'm really happy. Welcome. Yeah, all this here is my wild muscadine. We tore down the old one years ago, and I planted some little ones over here a couple years ago. So those are coming back. They're looking good. This will be the first year in 3 years that I've had muscadine. Over here, now these are definitely my green grapes because this has been growing here for, I couldn't even tell you how many years. I think I just squished that tomato in my pocket. No, I didn't. Okay. Oh, Lord. God help me. But anyways, these are the nice green grapes. These are just, oh God, they're so good. And it looks like, oh, I gotta cut that down. We have that's called what, a devil's cane tree? All those thorns, oh, that's gotta go. Yeah, to do that myself. I don't want Bill cutting his hands on it. Yeah, he takes aspirin, so, causes us, he bleeds easily. But yeah, grapes have really taken off well this year. See, yeah, squishy tomatoes in my pocket. Hey, I told y'all I have squirrel moments, okay? That's my nickname. My brain is named Squirrel. I'm not joking. My husband's nickname for his brain is Chipmunk. So I might change my whole entire channel to Squirrel and Chipmunk. But anyways, all right, now let's go over here. Here we have wild blueberry, native here. So I just let the birds eat on these because if push comes to shove, there's always blueberries, right? Always wild blueberries. Because on this property we have hazelnut, which is a good coffee substitute. We have the blueberries. There are the wild persimmons. I know where to get all of these things. There's the pawpaw trees, all this good stuff. All right, so now we're coming over here to the beautiful thornless blackberry in the bananas. Because we have babies ready to be kicked. Look at that. Told you they get big. Time to pick that one. Let's see. I'm not putting that in my pocket. Look at the ants. Look at them. Get off me, you little brats. Boy, they love them too. But I deal with this every time. So y'all give me 1 minute. Let me get the ants off my hand and off the blackberry. Quit tickling me. They don't bite. They just tickle the mess out of me. All right. Let me see what else we got. Another one here. Let's get the ants off first. Yeah, the ants are all over it. Come on, get off there. That's all right. Sorry for shaking you around, you guys. All right, pick that one. All right. I think I got them all. All right. Let me put these over here. That ain't gonna hurt nothing. I gotta wash them anyways. Let me squish this one around. Here's another delicious one. Look at that. Man, if y'all could just taste these. I hope some of y'all had these growing. Because I don't think you realize what you're missing out on. I mean, you don't have to fight thorns. You might have to fight ants, but you ain't got to fight thorns. And between me and my husband, we can't stand all those thorns. But we have a ton of wild blackberries still around here. All right, that's all I'm going to get for today. I think. Let's see, is that one ready? No, that one's still got a lot of red on it. All right, let me go put these on my table. So I don't go squirrel on y'all and put it on all over me. All right, look at them. Oh, don't they look good? All right. That I wanted to talk to y'all about today. So hopefully next time I go live, maybe there'll be, the new fence will be done and all this hot mess will be taken care of. And I want to get that dog fence done first. So here's what we're going to do now. I am going to flip that camera back around because I am done walking around in this heat. I mean, it's not super hot today. I mean, it's like 80, maybe 87, but it's humid. What a day, what a day. All right, let me angle a little bit. All right, now I can see y'all's chat. All right, who do we got in here today? Oh, I got another ant on me. I am sorry if I'm shaking this camera around, but I'm trying to angle it. There we go. I'm tired. Just walking around like that, man, just feels good to sit down. Leaning over. Spine killing me. That's a little too far. All right, you guys. You know what? I think I'll raise the whole thing up. Y'all bear with me for a minute. Okay. That's a little better. I'll just take it back. Alrighty. I mean, has anyone had any questions that I missed or? Uh-oh. See, now I'm getting ready to accidentally block people. Accidentally double tapped. Alright, let's see. It seems like we're jumping of how many people's in here, but I'm not even worried about the numbers anymore. I just want to, get on here and show people that just because, you suffer, you're in pain or whatever, that you can't give up what you want to do. It's just so important that you just never give up. I mean, and I'm the most stubborn person on the planet, so I've been told. I don't agree with that because there's been plenty of times when I just pick my battles and just stop arguing with certain people. Oh, hey, Lashes. Who else came in that I missed? See, I know Starduster's here. Audrey's here. My Renaissance grandma, I think I said, was here. Grandma Groves, hey. Let's see, I'm just going back through. Cassandra, hi, sweeties. Let's see. Yep, my Renaissance grandma. I hope everyone is staying cool and refreshed today. Shoot. Come on, there we go. Oh, God. Give me a minute. Oh, spasm. Spasms are no fun. Especially when it hits, man, right? It's like... So what's everybody been up to? How y'all been doing? I mean, anybody have any advice for people like me? Because I'll come onto y'all's lives and chat with y'all. I just got to stay focused on what I try to do around here and harvest what I can when I can on the days that I'm feeling up to it. I'm feeling better today than the past 3 days. 3 days has been bad. It was so bad. All I wanted to do was stay in bed, but I didn't allow myself to do that. I listen to my body, but I also know my limitations. So when y'all have seen me in chat rooms on other people's live streams, I will be like, yeah, I'm disabled, trying to figure out, things about life. And I've discovered that mental health is so massive. And when Lead Farmer 73 started talking about it, I'd been already, on that journey myself, trying to figure out some things and some people that I had to remove out of my life because it was too stressful. It was just too much stress. And I've decided I will not be baited anymore by the negative type people telling me, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. I mean, the hell I can't. Who is someone else to tell me something I can't do? Only I can tell me what I can and cannot do. So, if they can't do it, that's not my problem. They don't want to listen if I've got something to say. That's not my problem. That becomes their problem. So, yeah, I get very cocky sometimes, and I try to keep that on the DL because I like to try to be respectful of everybody's feelings. I just want people to be more respectful of my feelings. You know, I got feelings too. Believe it or not. But yeah, when Lead Farmer was talking about that mental health yesterday, he was on fire with his video. Yes, yes, it's massive, and we are overcomers. We really are. And I've I haven't had the best life in the world. I mean, growing up as a kid, it was harsh. I'm not even going to go into that. It was harsh. It was horrible. But then there were times that were amazing and beautiful. And that's what I like to remember. Um, so when I raised my kids, I wanted to make for sure I was there for them. Whether I did my best or not, I was there. And that's what mattered to me the most. You know, the playing, the dancing around the house, playing music, doing arts and crafts with my kids. My son brought it up last night, my eldest. And it was awesome. We were talking about some things that we needed to talk about because, like I said, mental health is so important. I mean, if you see someone struggling and if you've tried to help them, and all the only thing you can do is just wash your hands and pray they get help, because I can't save everybody. I give my advice. If nobody wants to listen, then I said my piece. I know how to love from a distance, but I prefer to love close. You know? Yeah, it's been lonely around here. It has. It just, but it's peaceful. And I love it. I love it. No, we cannot save everyone. We just got to know where that limitation is. You got to know where your limitations are. That's more like it. Where are your limitations to where you want to take things? For me, I never truly give up on someone unless they've given me absolute reason to do so. So what I'm going to do is focus on my own, keep myself straight, my household straight, because God knows I need help. Because having ADHD, which I've been learning a lot about, escalates as you get older. And the older I'm getting and the more pain I'm dealing with, and you mix those two together, ADHD and pain, you get me. God help the world. So basically, you do all this work. You're doing this, you go to this room, you go to that room, you feel like a squirrel trying to find that freaking nut, like Scratch, or whatever his name is on the Ice Age movie, that little squirrel. He got that nut. He's all important nut, right? But he don't go nowhere. And all he does is get himself more tired and exhausted. That's me. So that's what I've been learning about my own issues. I found out that ADHD and me like to keep too many things because it's a comfort thing. We keep stuff that we shouldn't be keeping. So I got to learn to let go of stuff, not just people. That was a rude awakening for me. I have to get rid of stuff and not just always people. So now I'm getting rid of stuff, not just people. Oh, oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yes, self-care, self-love is everything. It truly is. I don't know how many on here right now actually know me. Now, one of my moderators, Deborah, she's down in Florida right now. So, Lashes, you ought to hit up Deborah Clark. See if you can find her. She might be nearby. Whoever's down in Florida, y'all look her up. See if you can find her. She's gonna be like, Becky, are you crazy? Sending strangers to find her. She's down in Florida right now with her grandbabies, so she goes down there quite often. And I already told her she needs to look some of y'all up while she's down there and visit. I mean, no, why not? I mean, she's learning about growing foods, and I've been trying to help as much as I can with make for sure that that garden over there is still growing and kind of forcing them to take care of it. But that was just my way of trying to make sure they had a garden. So they do, and it's growing. It's not as lush and green as back there, but we're gonna fix that this fall. I'm gonna make for sure that all the proper items are being placed in their uh, sections for gardening for next year too, because I want to make sure that they get this going good, especially by next year. Because come winter time, I do foresee some pretty dire situations for a lot of people, and that's why another reason why the mental health is so important to me. And like Led said with his tool that he took off his hip and put on the table, that tool won't hurt nobody. It's the person. It's the person, not the tool. I can do just as much damage to somebody with this hand right here as that tool can. Y'all know what tool I'm talking about. Pew pew. Pew pew. I'm just saying. There's some regulations that need to be put into place. I agree. Some. But then there's some that just need to leave the hell alone. Because don't come take my tool. Mine's registered, whatever. It's mine. I own it. I bought it. I paid for it. It's mine. All my tools are mine. Not my husband's. They're mine. So nobody touches my tools. So anyways, mental health, important. If you know someone who is struggling, all you can do is ask them to get help. Okay? Ask them to get some help. If they don't want to hear what you have to say, send them the contact information and let it go. You do you. You take care of you take care of your family, and you do what you need to do. If you live in an apartment complex and you think you can't grow food, I grew tomatoes in that sunroom all winter and bell peppers. You can grow your food inside an apartment complex. Don't let nobody tell you can't, because that's bullshit. Call it what it is. That's bullshit. So, apartment dwellers, have yourself a backup plan. This world's getting scarier every day. But I'm not talking about that anymore. Talking to my friends with my tomatoes and my blackberries. Deliciousness. Poor thing. It had no family members. I need to transplant that poor thing. So, all right, well, I've got about 1,000 things to do and about 0 time and effort to want to do it. So I got to stay in my right frame of mind today and go slow, take my time, get things done. And that's what I expect out of you guys. I expect y'all to take your time. Don't overthink stuff. If you need to, make a phone call, get some psychological help. I mean, none of us are perfect. Hell, I never claim to be, but I try, and that's all that matters. So what I'm going to do is get off of here, and I will speak at you all later, and I'm going to go see what my husband's up to, and I will hopefully see y'all next Sunday at 2:30. 2:30 gives me 30 minutes longer to get ready. Yes. All right, Starduster, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I love you all. Just you all have a great, great week. I'll probably be dropping a video or two this week. So I know I've been slacking, but I'll be back. Y'all have a beautiful, beautiful, blessed day.